Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review in a very cold beer room. So tonight I've got some interesting news. I've got a beer review, but I've also got interesting news about an evolution that's happened. So we're going over to Navigation Brewery for their New Dawn Session Pale 3.9%. Navigation Brewery have sadly gone. The brewery kit has gone to Gough Brewery. I'm not sure where they're based. Wales, is that? And the Brewers, Johnny went to Magpie Brewery last year sometime. Craig, before Christmas, went to Liquid Light. And Dom, I'm glad to say, is now head brewer at Little Brewing. So I'm really excited. You know, at least everyone is continuing in beer. And I hope, you know, it all goes brilliantly. So we're going to crack this open. I've got some interesting news, like I say. Now, for me, losing a Nottingham brewery, you know, I'm a big fan of beer. Drink enough of it. And bollocks. Yeah, big fan of beer. And you'll notice this glass. This is a Magpie Brewery glass. So what's this about, you may say? Oh, well. We'll call it evolution. So my mate Andy, he absolutely loves Navigation New Dawn. I tend not to drink the same beer very often. Reason why, obviously reviewing. Now as we can see, there's the beer. It's looking good. In this light, bear in mind this light's not the greatest. There's a slight haze to it in this light. It has been sat for a while though. And it's looking like a golden colour pour in the light. So yeah. Session Pale. Navigation Brewery's best-selling brand. This zesty little 3.9% pale is not overpowering. First quenching grassy hops come through on a Maris Otter biscuity backbone, ending with a citrusy finish. So there we go. We'll have a drink. I'll tell you what I think of it, and then I'll tell you what I found out. Very interesting. Very. Lemon, citrus nose on this. Ooh. Nice citrus taste. So, obviously I knew about Navigation Brewery going. I knew before Christmas that things were not looking good. Well, I knew in October when they no-showed the Robin Hood Beer Festival. That sent all of the alarm bells going. I thought, oh Jesus. And amongst the brewery world and the beer world, there was a lot of sad faces. So it was obviously on the cards for a long time. I did hear that Castle Rock Brewery were interested about taking the brand or the brewery over. That didn't transpire. And there may have been other interested parties. Anyway, sadly, Christmas time, Navigation Brewery departed our good waves. So, the weekend, me and the Happy Drinkers, my wife, Lisa, Angela and Andy, on a bit of a pub crawl. We'd done Black Iris first, then Blue Monkey Organ Grinder. We also did Abdication, but the main pub for this bit of a chat is the Robin Hood and Little John. So I walked into the Robin Hood and Little John, looks on the bar. I try to avoid the Everard stuff for my own reasons. Just try to avoid it. Looked at the Lincoln Green stuff. I already ordered the beers I wanted, a couple of beers I wanted. I said to Andy, they've got Navigation, New Dawn. bloody hell's going off there? Must be an old cask. But we're in March now. I mean, I hope they stop brewing at Christmas. Or packed it in at Christmas time. I thought, well, that's strange. So, said to Dave, the landlord, I said, what's going off there then? Why's that? He says, oh, it's brewed by Johnny, head brewer over at Magpie. I'm like, you're joking? So, don't know any more. Don't know the full details or anything like that, and why would I, you know? But I do know that Magpie also brew flipping good ales, or whatever they used to call themselves. They brew their beers still. But yeah, it looks like, and don't quote me on this, that the Magpie Brewery, for one, the brewing that one, they may be brewing more. I mean, that's great to see. It's great for Magpie. Absolutely love Magpie. They've got a fantastic team there. You've got Craig, James, the part owners and brewers. You've got Johnny, head brewer. And you've got Laura as well, who just recently went over to Grantham with Johnny, and I think Craig is, I'm getting people's names mixed up now, to brew the International Women's Day beer with Brewster's Brewery, and another female, of course, and fantastic that is. And I just want to put something out there, and a correction. I did post something this morning on my Facebook page saying about International Women's Day. Now, I got slated, and I obviously didn't post it correctly. I have nothing against International Women's Day. I think it's a fantastic idea to celebrate the good women of this world, you know. And somebody called me a bell end and all this, and all I said was that why don't any of these breweries also celebrate International Men's Day? There are a lot of men who, suicide in men is ridiculous. Mental health is ridiculous. And yet a lot of these breweries sadly don't even regard International Men's Day. And you know, in the world that we're in, everything should be celebrated. And that's all I meant. I absolutely love the fact that International Women's Day is there, but I also do think there should be a celebration of International Men's Day. Yet not one brewery in this country even recognises it. Yet the same breweries, a lot of breweries do the Women's Day. Why is that a thing? I don't know. But to reiterate, and to the arsehole on Facebook who called me a bell end and then called me something else, you, my friend, if you comment on anything of mine again in that tone, you'll be blocked and banned from any of my social medias. It is what it is. There's a way of saying something. I mean, I know I may have upset Laura a bit. No intentions there, of course. I'm not that sort of person. And I may have not worded it correctly. That's why I deleted the post. And didn't want to inflame. But on YouTube, I wanted to put the record straight. Just in case, this shit stirring across this craft beer world. Oh, Raggy fucking hates women. Well, no, I do not. Never have done. And I'm a big stickler for sticking up for things. But obviously, I may have said it slightly the wrong way this morning. Obviously, not meaning that way at all. So, Laura, apologies. But yeah, looking forward to the Magpie Brewery beer with Brewster's Brewery. Some great ladies in the beer industry brewing beer. In a lot of ways, I'm absolutely jealous because I love gardening, but I also love the beer world as well. It's this thing of what do you do? 52 now, so and I'm feeling the aches and pains now. And although I work ridiculously bloody hard, and working hard's good anyway. It's good for you. It's good for the soul and everything else. So yeah, on with the beer review. Slight thing there. I meant to get that out. I may even stick this beer review straight on tonight at 8 o'clock. Just to make sure that, you know, I did notice certain comments from certain people, and yeah, it's not the first time I've noticed certain comments as well, so yeah, and it's up to them. You know, you're not going to be everyone's friend in the world. People are going to hate you and dislike you, and yeah, unfortunately, a lot of us sometimes will say the wrong bloody thing and not think 100% and proofread it before you say it. But anyway, exciting times. And Magpie are going to brew the whole range. There are some stonking beers in that range I'd love to see rebrewed. Trent Navigation to have them there, and for the Robin Hood in Sherwood to have Navigation beers back on. And not only that, further afield as well. I mean, I've told people, there's certain pubs around Nottingham, I'm not going to name the pubs because I'm not shit stirring, even though I'm good at shit stirring when I want to, but certain pubs, their landlords will not have Magpie on, and I've been told this. They also won't have certain other brewers as well. Navigation was one of them, and yet Magpie's beers and Navigation have always been sound. Certainly Magpie, since the new team took over, it has really gone forward. Award-winning beers. I mean, Johnny went from there to Red Dog. Red Dog's doing amazing, and yeah, I suppose in all walks of life there's politics, isn't there? Because I mean, I had a friend of the Baggy's Beer Reviews, who says, "Oh, I don't really touch Magpie beers." I says, "Well, you want to?" He says, "Really good." Same person came up to me at the Hucknall Beer Festival and says, "One for sorrow, best beer at the festival." And then somebody else also said the same. So, you know, anyway, bit of a beer review, bit of interesting news, and a little bit of putting the record straight. I've kind of learned never ever bother putting your whether you're right or wrong, putting your using social media and putting your point across, because so many times it's not the first time this has happened, and other things that you express an opinion and straight away the certain people come out of the woodwork, but hey ho, can't anymore. But yeah, exciting times. Good to see this beer. You know, I mean, it saddens me that Totally Brewed beers aren't still available, brewed by somebody else, even temporarily. I'm not sure whether that's a thing, can be done. But could you imagine all them beers coming back? There's some good beers. And I will say that if anybody from Magpie Brewery watches this, or Navigation, or even Liquid Light or Little Brewing, but Andy drank it the other day and said it was absolutely spot on, really good. So just a little bit of feedback for you, and he knows his Magpie beers. He has orders delivered to his house. I mean, even I don't have orders delivered. I've had 2 in the past though from Magpie. The Imperial Stouts mainly. Don't tend to order any beers at the moment. Lots of reasons for that, but so it's great to see the flag being carried. Is that the word? That thing they carry in the bloody races, whatever it's called. You know, the baton. Yeah, the baton passed on to Magpie Brewery. And with Johnny being ex-Navigation, it's really, I am fully stoked by it. I don't know if it's a common known thing. One person I chatted to about it, he didn't know anything about it, but was really happy about it. So that's you know, that's a good thing. And the more the back catalogue comes out, and Magpie, wow, you know, good move, smart move. I don't know who thought of it, how it came about, but very smart move. Begs the question, will Rebel Pale Ale and other Navigation beers be rebrewed? Forest Pale Ale, Rebel, Gravitational Anomaly, Grounds for Divorce, 23%. You can do it. Being curate. So anyway, slightly different review. I'd say what I had to say, just to get that point across, that I worded it slightly incorrectly. I still meant what I meant. That, you know, that sadly there's no International Men's Day, and no one ever supports it. I may do a grain brew myself this year for International Men's Day. Just support people who are going through the toughest times in the world, you know. And it's in November, apparently. I didn't even know. I've seen the International Women's Day for years, but I didn't even know there was an International Men's Day. And then it came up in November. But nothing to do with the beer world. Never did posted anything, sadly. But anyway, we must celebrate all walks of life anyway. But lovely beer. Great to see it being rebrewed. And a good 4.2 out of 5 for me. Cheers all.